Hello, fellow humans. I absolutely did not intend to be gone that long, but life be lifing, y'all. And by that, I mean I just be exploring the mysteries of the galaxy and Earth. And time just flies. Like, it's crazy. I'm like, dang, how many weeks has it been? I didn't even check, but it's probably been a month. And for me, it's like, so I am actually going to be doing the last of my one-on-one text sessions, text sessions this month. That's the end of that for now because I want to work on videos again. Crazy, right? So today I'm doing a channel message for you all because I haven't done one in a while and I haven't been really playing around with my cards in the one-on-one sessions. I've been strengthening that muscle I was talking about. I actually turn on my God frequency 963 and I go with whatever comes through me and it works the same as the cards. So amazing. I just always feel like for collective readings, I have to use the cards because how many people am I picking up on right now? And it's only like it's 70,000 people on the page, right? But there are only like 100 people that watch the videos. But you'd be amazed how many different things you can pick up from like 100 people. Like y'all are supposed to come together in like clumps of who matches with this energy and what, but that's not what I've been discovering. It's like everything pours in at once. Every person going through like awakening comes through in batches. I'm like looking for the right word for it, but like no, they come through in herds. That's the word I would use. So it's different waves. Like I have a real close connection with a certain group of people, and I notice after like 6 months or so, they'll make their jump. They start to understand and they move forward. So maybe that's what this meeting is for that I'm doing right here. As I was saying, I am not going to be doing the text chat for quite some time. I might like randomly pop in metaphysician or doctor days. Like, I'll be in the office on Thursday if you want to do a one-on-one. But I'm going to be offering audio readings just because my voice. Some people do better focusing on that through the video. I know I do better channeling, but I don't have to worry if I look crazy in the video. So I will be offering audio readings, but then I'll also be offering the natal chart readings back for a little bit as I work on finally pulling the academy together the way I had in my mind. It has taken all this time because I've been trying to perfect something that will be my legacy, right? I want to make sure that I am using the time that I have with each and every student to make sure they understand the concept that will change their life, to make sure that they're able to implement the practices that I am teaching, that I have implemented in my own life to improve their human situation. Because that's why I started all of this in the first place. My life used to suck, guys. Suck. And I know I talk to you all the time about black magic and all that stuff. This sucks way less than what I was going through before when I didn't understand why stuff was happening. It does not matter if you come back with amnesia. That's actually just part of the gag. If you had a hater or some beef left over from last life, it's going to come back around in this life. They just don't want you to remember it because you're way more likely to clear something up with somebody who used to be an old enemy or something if you don't remember them. You can make up and fall in love and fix it because you don't know like what happened beforehand. But it still has to come back around. And karma is not just bad things that you did coming back around. It's the weight of the things that we cannot forgive ourselves or others for. Sometimes you're mad at yourself for something and you keep reliving that mistake. Sometimes somebody else is mad at you, so you keep reliving that mistake so they feel better about what you got done or what got done to them. So, the whole beginning of this was just trash. I am on the upward slide now that I am on the tree of life. I just did a client meeting for somebody who I want to go tap into like her chakras. And I'm like, baby girl. Our chakras are supposed to blossom out like flowers. Hers were growing like down and around like mushrooms. And I'm like, no, sister, we gotta flip that back up, because when your chakras are like convex or concaved or whatever, the energy is pooling and weighing you down and pulling you more into tree of death, as opposed to dispersing and making your aura more magnetic as you rise and ascend, which is the goal we have here, right? Get in, get out, planet Earth. So I'm going to pull for the theme of this channel message I'm doing today between my other readings and sessions. I'm probably going to announce on the page today that I'll start accepting the other types of readings. I'm really excited about having more free time. Something about doing the texting outside the house was not, can't focus. Sometimes I would forget, like, hold on, I was doing a session, shit. Like, no, that's horrible. I have ADD. So when I'm locked in, I need to be locked into something. So I believe that this video era, and that includes the videos I'm doing here, guys. Like, I already have a list of some non-channeled message videos that I want to do for this channel. I'm going to go back through and look at what I have already taught you guys in regards to astrology and what I want to reinvent. I just feel the energy and the spirit of reinvention in general beautifully. And my phone just went off like confirmation. That probably means somebody's about to call me. Let me go ahead and mute that before. Let me see. Sorry, guys, but definitely. Yeah, definitely just take that as confirmation. Anybody else who's been feeling like they need to reinvent themselves, it's Mercury retrograde. This is the time where you edit what's been going on. Edit what you want to happen when you go forward. Just like to trim away the weeds so that your plant messing my words all up today, y'all. So anyway, so that your plant grows. So what is the theme? And I'm using like this little that me and my daughter made together. We're not even done all the cards. We might do some more today. What is the theme for today's channel message? I keep flipping, but no matter what, I keep seeing isolation. So what is the collective, or what is the theme for this collective channel message today? Let me close my eyes. So tired. I want to see what is the theme for today. Because I was like, I'm not going with isolation. Okay, I'll take that. I will take all three of those. So, the battle isn't yours. This is the first one that popped up. The second one was Dawn, and the last one was Let It Flow. So immediately, I felt like, put your lights on. And by that, I mean like sage. And that's like the second time I got that today. Maybe everybody needs the sage. Oh, that AA portal just went by. So everybody does need to click. The dawn and the let it flow. That's sun coming in. You can't do anything to stop it anyway. Let the change happen. Even with the battle isn't yours in there. It feels like let the change happen. Like you've been fighting it, trying to stick to. See, that's exactly what whoever I am talking to right now has been doing. Like there have been things that have been brought to your attention, or that you're trying to control or keep a certain way or distract yourself with. This isn't your fight. There's nothing you can do. Is there somebody you're trying to change? Some circumstances you're trying to change? The light has already been shown. You can't. If the closet is open, then the skeletons are now revealed in the light. You could close the closet door back again, but you would still know the skeletons are in there. That's the thing about the sun coming up. Once the sun comes up, you see what you see. It's never going to be the same again, even when it becomes night again. You're still going to remember what the layout looks like during the day. Like if you were in a battlefield that you witnessed during the day, you would remember where all or see where all the mines are, as opposed to if you had arrived at night and you just walked through that and blew up. This is just saying, stop acting like you don't know what you know. Don't worry about handling it stuff. Don't worry about doing anything that you are not prompted to do. You're being given this light for a reason. You're being given this truth for a reason. Let it pour in. Ooh, the feeling I just got, somebody who needs to stretch or somebody who needed to stretch. Like they had been bound, they had been like kept in for a long time. Maybe trying to take care of everything for everybody. Once again, the battle isn't yours. You need to listen to Yolanda Adams. This battle wasn't yours. You've been trying to hold out, hold down, hold up, hold together, everything for everybody. And it left you in the dark. This brings me back to what I was saying about that lady chakras that were so heavy that they started bending the other way. That's the type of thing that gets somebody stuck in their patterns or gets them stuck in distractions to go away from going into the light. What I felt when I said somebody needs to stretch was actually a vampire going into the light and just be like, ah. But this vampire needed to see the light to realize, like, hold on, I'm screaming, but I'm not like burning. I was scared of the light this whole time, and it didn't kill me. Now it stings because you're not used to the light. It's been a very long time since this person has been able to step out of what they're used to. It's like got comfortable churning in a certain flow. If you ever play The Sims, there's like fast forward. I think you can do it in other games too, like fast forward mode. But when you stay in fast forward mode, you miss so many details in between. Stuff starts going wrong, then you have to pause and stop again on the game to fix all the stuff that went wrong when you were just trying to get through it really quickly or get through it in the way that you had learned made you comfortable, but not necessarily one that was helping you to grow. So where is this person or this group of people flowing to? Where are you being pushed down? Where is this flow leading? Where is this flow leading? So everything that is occurring right now, if this video came across you and you like lasted this long watching it and it's still like appealing to you, right? It's the message that you're being invited to a new path. Isn't that lovely? You're being invited to do something new. That's why everything about your current slash old life and your patterns has been revealed to you in maybe a not so pretty way. But even then, when it got revealed, you still tried to fight it. Like, no, I can fix this. This just needs to be this. This person is a talker. They like they could. Or I'm gonna say this group, whoever this energy is, a talker. Like you feel like you can talk and fix anything. Some people you can't talk to. Some people you talk through. Some people you can't talk to. Some situations you can't talk through. Sometimes you just have to know when to put down your sword because you are being invited towards something new, something sustainable. That was the whole point in this message. It ended with message. And this has to do with your home, your family, your foundation, your root, your sustainability, your stability, your everyday life. You cannot keep going the way you were going, even though it was cool for a little while. Look where it got you. And I felt like that just stabbed whoever I was talking to. I'm sorry. But it came to it, it just like, whew, yeah. The energy was like, maybe this is the guides of like a particular hive or a particular group of people, but like Frustration. It's like this person has been given a sign after sign after sign about what they need to do, about opportunities to do something new, and this person keeps Lot's wife. This person keeps looking back over their shoulder. You're gonna turn into salt, baby. It's like this train is boarding, and you've been getting the toll bells, but you're still stopping to see if you can bring any of the people who are trained riders with you. Well, how about this? Y'all were all on the train together and it was going real well doing whatever y'all were doing on the train. But then fools started acting up on the train with you. They got everybody kicked off, but the conductor came to you and was like, hey, I saw you weren't as bad as the rest of your group. You can get back on, but if you're going to get back on, they can't come with you. So it's your decision. This message to you is saying that it's your decision because your guides, your family, this feels like if you could see the tribe of people that was behind you, rooting for you, in whatever change you are making, this is like a bloodline change. Like your ancestors and your future descendants are, and it sounds like a lot, but dependent upon you making the decision to do better. Like if you don't make the decision to do better, it's like something won't be left for your future family, and it was not supposed to go that way. You're being given the opportunity to step out of your old cycles, to transform, to work with the flow of the transits and the stars, to be rebirthed in the cosmic womb. And didn't I say reset at the beginning of this? To turn into this. This is like zen the fuck out. I love that song. It's Big Sean. But this is you zen out. It's actually you turning into a messenger yourself. If this is somebody who is very busy all the time, because that's what I'm getting, like this energy is intense. And it's like your guides are upset for you because you know everything. You know every damn thing. And that's the feeling. Like you know everything and you're not listening to the things that are not confirmed in front of your sight right now. You're thinking about what you know, what you can see, what data you've already accumulated, how things go, A, B, C, and D, not understanding that. When this flow enters your life, when this dawn enters your life, that's source. That flow energy, that's Neptune, that's God. Anything is possible with God. This person I'm talking to has been boxing God into how many projects or ideas or things they have checked off their personal list. Like, oh, God help me do this, God help me do that. Not thinking that there are things that God wants for you that aren't even on your list. Maybe God knows that you need something other than what you've accomplished. So you're being given that because you have no idea. This future, it might have been in the back of your head, but it wasn't in the forefront. This is somebody who is always giving out to other people, always busy, who's about to go through a stint. Isolation. I was trying to ignore that isolation. That's the crazy thing, right? I can see it and I can try to be Stevie Wonder to it, but it ended with this person learning how to be a messenger at home or learning how to write. Like this person suddenly gonna have these bursts of ideas. I got this ping the other day, y'all. You know, when I do that, there's some dots connected. Malcolm X was on my ass. And not like the ghost, no, not this time. It just popped up on my feed. So first it was the idea popping in my head. And whatever, y'all don't judge me. I love being fucking weird. I'm not going, it's just when I talk to other people, I realize, like, God damn, I'm fucking weird. But I was sitting there, right? And I was like, Malcolm. And I guess he was waking up. Well, that's the energy of who, like the person who is carrying the energy of Malcolm X is waking up. Martin's already been up for a while getting his shit together, okay? Right? Like they were sleeper cell people this life. But when I felt Malcolm, I was like, oh, now y'all, I'm cool with Martin Luther and whatever. That's cool. I have a dream too. Nonviolence, nonviolence, right? But that's all they like shoved down our throat in school, and we had to do projects and all that stuff. The first time I watched the Malcolm X movie, keep in mind, I'm like in second grade, right? This movie is 3 hours long. I watched that movie from beginning to end. And you know what I did then? I wrote a 3-page report. Yes, me, second grade. It was not an assignment. I got an A++ for extra credit after I turned in my thoughts on Malcolm X in this movie. Because as much as one loves Professor X, there is something about Magneto. And that mind is coming into play again. The next thing that happened was I saw his mugshot go by me, but it was his mugshot versus a picture of who he became. And I was like, oh, I get it. So God is doing this thing where he's going to take somebody that everybody thought was like a waste of society. This nigga ain't nothing. Because Malcolm Little went to jail. He came out Malcolm X. And that's a whole different like energy. This is somebody that nobody knew had this intellect or this power or this intelligence or this ability to affect others with their words. And it's going to be like a dark horse, a Trojan horse. This comes out of nowhere, but that's Malcolm. And I was like, that's what this world needs. There are a lot of Hotep guys right now and people who are spewing about their opinions on things. Like there's a doctor dude who's all about like interracial relationships shouldn't exist, blah, 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 blah. I believe this world needs somebody who focuses on the change that needs to come in a positive manner that'll actually get something done instead of somebody who was continuously telling all the other people what they're doing wrong. Like the Kevin Samuels dude, like his brand was totally negative. Where is somebody, and I know I'm saying this about Malcolm X, but technically he was saying stand up for yourself. No matter what, stand up for yourself because these people will stomp you out. And I absolutely believe that there needs to be a voice for the people right now. What better soul for the universe to pull back into a body, or what better consciousness than that? That is exactly what this gave me. The next thing I saw after that was YouTube had the Malcolm X movie on for free. And I was like, all right, welcome back, Malcolm. This probably connects to this in some way, shape, or form. Maybe this is a male, this could be a female, but I'm just getting that you're getting the opportunity. It's being put in your face. All the old doors are being closed. Stop trying to fight in the closing of old doors, because leaving those doors open is like sending the wind through it in a wrong way. And it's just like, it's not your energy all being funneled into the place it needs to be right now, which is this rebirth, this transformation. Take the road that has been given to you. Take the opportunity that has been given to you to do something new. It's scary, yes. But in the case of this person, after what they just saw when the light came on in their life, it's like the roaches scattered. And you might have known you had roaches, right? So when you turned on the light and seeing them scattered, you're like, all right, they're out of there. But then much to your surprise, a mouse runs across your floor. You didn't even know that was in there. Some spiders, some grasshoppers, some crickets, some snakes. That's what happened when this person turned on the light. So for this person, it will be scarier, or it should be scarier, to turn back off the light and try to continue the way that you were going. That battle isn't yours. Also kind of feels like this assignment is not, it's not really a choice. You can do better or you're going to do better. Bottom line, like you can go this easy way and take this path when you've seen what you need to see and just take it gracefully, or you can turn the light off and let whatever happens happen when you turn off the light. Like roaches start crawling on you, more mice come out, just whatever. It's gonna get worse. That's the bottom line. If you keep trying not to grow. So what does this person need to know for healing at this time? I can't just leave you like that. What do you need to focus on for healing? Let it flow. This person needs to cry as needed, because energy is backed up. Ooh, bruh, I see it. I see you, baby. Okay. All right. So you see this discover life purpose, right? Spot my light shining on it back there. But the light is shining on your life purpose. And it's so corny how this shit comes together. You see this person playing music. It says discover your life purpose as the card. This person is supposed to be at home. And when I say writing down words and writing out powerful things, that could be music. Like I just watched the Bob Marley movie. And I was like, wow, didn't know he made that big of a difference. It was just like Ganja Burns music, right? But no, when you play that kind of music about peace and equality and songs that have messages during a time of war, which y'all know is coming up, right? That makes a difference. That type of energy propels somebody into their life purpose. If you are saying something that other people want to say or need to hear during a time where everybody is afraid to say it, or a time where everybody is scared, and you're that voice of comfort, like Michael Jackson popped off shit all the time, like don't care about us. But it was a bop and it helped the people who could not say those things. So that's what music is for. It is an outlet. So I think that Let It Flow also links into that writing. Let flow emotions that you did not tap into before. If you're somebody who deals with emotions of love and relationships and like camaraderie, relationships with other people, right? If that is usually your focus, during your Let It Flow, deal with your relationship with yourself. What feelings come up when you reflect on you and your activities and stuff? When you think about the world as a whole, instead of more of the one-on-one thought process, just accept that your consciousness is growing. And you're going to link up more with what I'm saying on this page, being sort of weird, because this person is absolutely starting to recognize that they're sort of weird too. So procrastination. Didn't I say in the beginning of this is a person who has been shown the light, but is not trying to walk towards it. But I won't even say that. It's like they walking towards it, but it's like one leg stepping and the other one like dragging, like Shocker. There's a movie named Shocker, and the dude like drags his leg everywhere. But that's what's been going on. Dragging, trying to procrastinate to make sure the train don't lead to other people, because you're gonna feel bad if you're on the train to go somewhere and they're not with you. But that procrastination card came after find your life purpose, right? You holding up yourself for other people is actually stopping you from what you're meant to be doing. So, what does this person need for healing? Stop procrastinating. Say what you need to say. This is somebody who is, that battle isn't yours. Makes me feel like you don't need to say anything directly to the people that you're cutting off, right? Sometimes you just got to make an ugly face to take the pressure off everything else, right? So I think I need to pull for a clarifier there, y'all. This is somebody who is really in pain, because this is whole and soul. And if you take the time to read the whole and soul thing, it says somebody who suffered a childhood wound of abandonment of some sort and they never felt it. So they didn't even acknowledge that they had ever felt abandoned or were worried about feeling abandoned. But it literally is the crater upon which the rest of this person's identity is built on. Like everything they've been doing is for approval or to make sure that they never feel that abandonment again. And that is also why this person can't let go of some of the things that are not good for them. Ooh, this is very Taurus energy. It's like a hoarder. Like they need a certain amount of people or a certain amount of stuff, just a certain amount of things going on to feel like they accomplished something. Maybe this person got bullied and they were like, I'll show you guys one day. So all this stuff and all these people are validation that I showed you guys. So if I let that go, it's going back to that wound, that hole, that gap that was not supposed to be filled with ambition. That needs to be healed. This was filled with ambition, but ambition can eat you alive. Like you can continuously climb the mountain for things, and then once you get up there, still not feel like that's good enough. Like, oh, I climbed this one. Now it needs to be Mount Everest or Mount Kilimanjaro, because ambition is hungry. It's like a dragon. Like it's always going to be. You have to fulfill it, but how are you going to fulfill it when there's a hole at the base? That hole at the base is connected to the fact that you want to do something bigger, something more than superficial, and it seems like the things that were holding you back were superficial. This is about God pulling you into alignment. And now this message is about me saying, God said, stop procrastinating. Whatever you need to say to somebody, I'm like, we're doing a collective message. So this is, I don't want to get in too specific and it end up being one person and not for multiple. But this, say what you mean. Be more honest with yourself and be more honest with others. It's like there's somebody you need to say something to, somebody you need to learn something from, because this says how teachable are you. Be open to new things. This could even be saying like if you need help, Say you need help. If you're overwhelmed, say you're overwhelmed, but you've been putting off doing something different, learning something different from that. How teachable is you. But take off your mask, and in front of that mask is pride. That whole persona that was built up over top of that crater does not want to be removed. It's like a person having multiple personalities, and the one personality in the light doesn't want to go away from the light, even though that personality is the one messing up the experience for the rest of them. Something I found interesting in here, right? And I ain't know where to place it, because like what, right in front of the say something card, right, is this sexual arts one. Let me zoom y'all in on that right quick. Because Robin thinks that this freaking sex therapy just popped in my head. But take this message as it resonates with you, because it was right after the say something one. Find your purpose. Stop procrastinating. Say something. Sexual arts. How teachable are you? Take off your mask of pride. You needed some help. Dreams was at the end of that. Your dreams have been giving you messages. Ooh, ooh. If you don't let it flow, you're going to be cut off from the dawn. And this is going to cause an ego death if you haven't already been through one. But it's like getting cut off from source, and then you're just left in your dark without the light. You'll be trying to pull from the false light. And what's that? That's when, like I asked myself that question. When you pray to God, like, it's cool, God got it, God got me, he know me, right? But you don't really actually have a relationship with God. You just have the knowledge that was passed down from other people, but you never actually took the time to see God working with you. Or it's been a really long time since you just got used to being in the mode like, God got me, but it wasn't a built relationship over time. So that's what'll happen. And that one makes you feel empty, because you're not really connecting with God. You're using God's name to bypass whatever the feeling is or situation that made you uncomfortable. It's like there is no more time left to procrastinate. Other people need you. It's like your person, your human, was made for this whole Malcolm X thing I was talking about. Stuff is happening next year, and you need to go through whatever this hermit phase is. This at home, working on your thoughts, or getting aligned with the person that you were actually born to be. The crater is going to be restored. That's what the sexual healing is. It's like the wound in your heart is going to be filled. You've been getting messages about how to get this fixed. Because look, underneath that, help from above. You've been getting messages about how to get help, but you've been hurt so much in the past, especially during childhood, that you are afraid at this point to take off your mask and actually be vulnerable. But I love how this works, because I just shook this up. The universe has already sent you a soulmate, or giving you the sign about a soulmate, or the option for a soulmate, or something that is supposed to be helping with this sexual thing. This is not a regular soulmate that has been sent your way. See how she's like sort of ghostly? She's a freak like me. This is not a regular soulmate. This is somebody who is going to help refill that crater. You see this phoenix rising, right? It's right next to the hole in the soul card. So this person was meant, or is meant, to help you fill that gap in. And when that gap in your heart is filled up, that crater, suddenly like that flow is going to turn into overflow, and that overflow is going to go on the pen that leaks on the pad of my mind, because I ain't got time, because I don't write shit, because I fucked that all up. But I love Lil Wayne. But hold on, I think that might have been a sign. Ooh, Lil Wayne ain't even Lil Wayne no more. But imagine if they decided to give us Malcolm, but since everything is updated, They're not gonna give it to us as a person that's just walking and talking. And what if they give them to us as a rapper? We, I'm about to say, we haven't had a Tupac in a while, like that sort of energy. Somebody who was empowering people, and is still a cool ass person. Like, who don't like Tupac? And in my head, like Kendrick kept popping up, but that's not the same. That's not the same at all as Tupac, like in any way, shape, or form. A very talented person, but that's not. I don't know. I can't explain it. There was something unique about that Tupac thing, and it seems like that connection to the people are just still feeling like a person is important for whoever this person is. You're gonna rediscover the person who wanted to make a difference in the world in the beginning before status was more important than actually saying or doing something that mattered. You're going to do the thing that feels like the wrong thing, which is standing up for people and standing up for other things over chasing the money or making the money like you were doing. And you're going to find out that it's God, and that will be the thing that fixes your relationship. You're being led to God in an amazing way, in a way that you can't deny, in a way that your relationship will never go back to. That's just God. God got him. You know, he cool. No, you're going like, no, that's my guy after the situation, because you're going to do what he, she, they asked you to do over what you wanted to do. And you're going to be beautifully humbled by the blessings that come your way because you learned a lot of stuff the wrong way and it wasn't your fault. But now that you have been shown why it's the wrong way, it's up to you to stop procrastinating and go towards the right thing. So that was a longer than expected message. I don't even feel like I need to do the close. The last thing on my other deck was people can be triggers too. But people can be triggers for healing in the same way that they are triggers for hurting. You can meet somebody that changes your life, changes your perception. And in hindsight, if that person had not came along, like, you don't know where you would have been. God sends people like that when they are really needed. And the opportunity should not be taken for granted. Because boy, nobody wants the lower path. Take the high road, y'all. I was just like tuning in to what the lower road was. No, that's very dark. Have a great day, guys.